What's up, everybody? Welcome to the GainzCast. I'm Marc Lobliner alongside
Matt Morano.
And we have an extra special guest. In fact, I can't believe we got her to agree to this interview. First day, first interview after becoming, as a freshman, a member. I'm gonna cry again. A member of the state champion Ravenwood Raptors girls soccer team. Ladies and gentlemen, the strongest girl to ever grace the soccer field and the fruit of my nuts, Kami Lobliner. What's up, Kami? The fruit of my nuts. She's a teenager.
I thought this was a family-friendly podcast.
That's very friendly. Yeah, you're on the wrong podcast. This is TV 14, and you just barely make the cut. So what's going on, Kami?
Really nothing much. Like today.
It's a day off, election day, right?
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later. Kami has some very polarizing views on elections. So let's talk about, let's get this out of the way, Kami. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Just give us a rundown, the elevator pitch of who is Kami Lobliner.
Oh, that's a good question.
Very good. I'm good at this.
Some might say it's your job.
Yeah, is it part of your job? Part of it.
So like I play soccer.
Okay, there we go. Interview over.
I also enjoy working at, that's soccer, I guess. Gosh, what do I do?
I don't know, because I would, working out and soccer, different things. I mean, you work out for soccer, but they're different.
Yeah, it's different. It's different.
What do I even do? I mean, I just go to school, go to practice, come home, do homework.
That's what every man should aim for his daughter to do, to be honest with you. Like, that's called parenting goals. Do I need to answer this question for you? You got it.
Yeah. You tell me. Wait.
All right, Kami is a great student. She is a great daughter. She is friendly, kind. She helps people. She's good with kids. Terrible with her brothers. She doesn't clean her room much, but she is everything you could ask for in a daughter. She is overperformer. She hates losing. She gets mad when she's not in first. She gets mad when things don't go her way, and she just gets in the gym and trains harder or gets in the classroom and learns more. It's basically the American spirit is within Kami, in that where if she sees that things aren't going her way, she doesn't cry about it. She does something about it. And that's all I ever wanted in my kids. So
You did a better job explaining me than I was.
yeah, you were absolutely horrible.
I'm not very good at it.
So let's move. So Kami is, obviously, you're a freshman in high school.
Yes.
Okay, you're 14 years old.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm surprised you knew that.
I was there when you were born. Okay, so how did it feel? I've never, ever won state. I never went past the second round in the playoffs. You get past district championships. You get past regional championships. And then you get in this state. You play this team. You play Maryville, which is a great team, right?
Yeah, they were all very, very talented teams.
And then you beat the favorite to win the whole thing, which is Houston. Very good team.
Yes, they've always been a contender for state.
Four in a row before you guys won last year.
Yeah, they've always been very impressive and very competitive in state.
So how does that work? You said they were the favorite, but if you guys were defending champs, wouldn't that
it's
make
kind of like Trump.
It's kind of like Trump. Least favorites. Like everybody, even now that we won 2 times in a row, we have an even bigger target on our backs for the next couple of years.
Yeah, but I don't think you can call yourselves the underdogs.
Dude, Houston was good. Like they were quick, they were strong, their coach is great. Like they're in the rich area of Memphis, right? Like, and that exists.
Germantown,
It's like 2 square miles.
Yeah, totally.
So anyway, but the 3 best teams in my opinion are Franklin, Ravenwood, and Brentwood that I've seen play.
Yeah, Brentwood
was amazing.
They're really good. They just didn't have the best year this year, and we knocked them out in district. So
the last game comes, and let's skip through the game. Okay, you win via PKs, 4-2. And when the whistle blew, you run onto the field. How does that feel?
Oh, it feels amazing. I mean, I'm extremely proud of my teammates and our goalie. So we have 2 keepers. One of them has played mostly in all of these like state games. She's a freshman and she's like 5'11", insanely good. And then we have another girl who's like probably a little bit shorter, plays a little bit less minutes than our first keeper. She came in for PKs, and a lot of people were doubting my coach's
right here.
What do you call it?
I did. I was like, what the hell is she thinking? She took out took out probably and arguably the best keeper in the state. Dude, that Lexi is amazing.
Yes.
And she puts in arguably the second best keeper in the state, but you have a girl who literally gave up 1 goal in the past 7 games, playing almost clean sheet.
Yes.
And she puts her in. So what were you thinking when Kendall goes in?
I mean, I've always knew Kendall had it in her. I mean, her strengths are definitely penalty kicks in the close range, diving. And Kendall went in there and she did amazing and she did her job and she won us the state championship through PKs. And you couldn't ask any more from our keepers. I would say our keepers won us the game.
Hell yeah.
So a lot of people, I guess, in the stands were watching, kind of doubting that decision. But as a team player and seeing everyone else on the sideline, was the team supportive of that decision?
Oh, of course. We all knew. We've all practiced. We've practiced PKs. And obviously our coach has written down like our stats for PKs. She let all the seniors take our PKs. And honestly, everybody kind of knew that Kendall had it in her to make those state winning saves.
It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. And but moving forward, so the way it works, high school is kind of bonus. So playing club soccer is where you get recruited. So Kami plays on the top team ECNL. So are you excited going to your ECNL season? You get to play again. You're playing 18-year-old women. Now you're going to be playing against 14-year-old girls. How does that feel?
It will probably feel really good, like playing against people who are my own age. Like obviously being the youngest on a high school team, it can be more challenging because obviously everybody else is just so much older. They have more game experience. Mm-hmm. Just playing against people with your own age will be obviously in size and in like just smartness. That's not even a word, probably.
No, it is a word.
It is a word?
Now.
Okay. Well,
we make things up on this podcast.
We don't care. We don't care.
Just intelligence in the game. Like those older girls, they have more experience, so they're a bit smarter with their decisions. Mm-hmm. So playing against your own age is kind of, I would say, just easier in some ways. Even though ECNL is very, very competitive. Like, if you're in that league, you are an amazing player.
It's true. Like when we moved from Illinois, like Campton's a good squad, a good USYS squad. You move up to ECNL, man, their fourth team is better than the first team. You know what I mean? Like they go 5-6 teams deep at these big clubs, and it's insane to see. So I'm excited about what's going on for Kami. You're also wrestling this year?
Yeah.
I'm forcing her. I don't care.
Yeah, no, I kind of got forced into it. I've
did.
never watched wrestling. I have no clue what's going on.
Honestly, just watch Bill Goldberg. That's all you need to know.
I think that's the only thing I've ever...
Spear to jackhammer.
And learn the stunner. I mean, you're good.
That's the only thing I've ever seen of wrestling. Because I remember you were telling me to do that when I was in like U8. You were like, just go Bill Goldberg's.
Yeah, he's kind of our only Jewish hero we have anymore. It was him and Mike Katz, who was a bodybuilder. So what's really exciting is you're going into this and you have wrestling and ECNL and you're obviously you could deadlift 350 pounds and it's insane to watch your development. So and I want to move on to just regular talk conversation, but what do you want to do when you grow up?
I mean, in the best perfect world, I would want to go to college, D1 for soccer, and then get drafted into Pro League, and then go on to play on a higher level women's national team. I mean, I have a long way to go to get there, but if I keep working, that's possible. I also have a backup plan because obviously stuff happens in life and you can't really control it sometimes.
It's not living with me. You're getting the hell out of the house at 18. Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. I will personally evict your ass from this house. Now, what is your plan, Kami?
Or backup plan. You want to hear a backup plan?
Backup plan.
Probably go into business. Well, if I go to college, I'll probably get a degree in some form of business. Or
not like sculpting like Matt.
You got a degree in sculpting? What the hell?
Listen, it's worked for me so far. I'm here, right?
You're not sculpting anything.
No, but I am probably the most successful person with an art degree that's graduated college in the last 5 years.
That's right there with women's studies. He fucking makes sculptures.
Didn't mom get a background in
women's studies? Mom has a minor in women's studies.
Okay, that's what it's called, minor.
So your backup plan is to be into business.
Business, yeah, or real estate. I'm interested in that.
Real estate sounds good,
real
man.
estate, you can make a lot of money in it too. So
you can also make a little bit of money. It depends if you're good at it.
Yeah, no, you're either making a lot or you're in this area. There's really good.
Yeah, they're crushing it here.
It's obviously, I don't really, actually, whatever. I'm just going to get through high school and see where it goes.
Okay, I like that idea. I'm down with that. Just keep your nose clean and, don't do anything Hunter Biden did. And speaking of Hunter Biden, that was a segue, man. Man, today's election day. So you get the day off of school for election day. Yes. By the way, I'm going to bite into this outright breakfast bar right now. I'm starving.
I'm just going to try to, I just got to catch up on my schoolwork because I missed Monday and Friday of school for state games, so.
Excuse me. Yeah. All right. So election day. So you've lived through a couple elections, right?
Yeah. How many? Jeez. Okay. 2008, 2012, 2016. Fourth election.
Wow. I'm on my 40th.
So 2 Barack Obama and then 1 Donald Trump. And my guess is that Trump's going to win, but that's just me. Mm-hmm. I think that the not minority. That's a really bad word.
It's not a bad word.
That's a bad word.
Listen, you have not listened to this podcast, have you?
No, never listen to this podcast.
No, I don't listen to your podcast because I
meaning
see you every day.
Minority meaning less people, the less version of less amount of the population.
Well, I feel like there's I forgot the word to use.
Vocal
I keep forgetting
minority?
words. No, like there's a underground that's a weird word too. There's a big group of people who aren't as vocal as a lot of leftists and stuff who vote for Trump. They just don't talk about it as much. I feel like most of America is like that.
Why do you feel they don't talk about it, Kami?
I don't know, because they don't want to start arguments and they're respectful and they just don't feel like it matters too much to start arguments with other people. I feel like
I'm on that boat. I don't talk politics in person. I just don't. Yeah. Unless I'm on the podcast or I'm talking with friends, I don't go up to people with a Biden sticker and tell them that they're evil, or I don't go up to Trump people and tell them that their guy's orange.
I think it's just because we realize we're not going to change anyone's minds based off of
No, I feel like a lot of people,
conversation.
Nobody's going to vote for Trump because they don't. Oh my God! What's with my words today?
It's okay. You get used to this. You'll be on here for
So basically, Biden people are only voting Biden. Like, I feel like everybody I know who supports Biden, they're only voting Biden to get Trump out.
So basically, you think that it's not Biden; it's just voting no Trump.
Yes, exactly. That's why nobody's going to change your mind.
Seems to be the
Trump.
consensus.
I don't think I've heard anybody say anything different.
No.
I mean, even on the left, they're like, well, Trump's bad. Well, why is Biden good? Oh, no.
There was something I saw. It was like, I'm voting for Biden because I want to hate my president a normal amount. The fuck is that?
I don't know. I don't know. It's a crazy world. But we've been voting for the lesser of two evils. It's something we always say. I said it when I voted for McCain over Obama. And that one I really had to think because I really didn't like. I liked Obama. I liked him. I liked the idea. I liked the first black president, but then I looked at his agenda and I'm like, oh my God. But then I looked at McCain. I'm like, oh my God, he's even worse.
Yeah, it wasn't better.
But McCain edged out very, 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 very small of Obama. I forgot there was one issue and I forgot what it was. I think it was trade. If I'm not mistaken, it's been a long time, but I remember it came down to one issue because I was an Obama voter until like the last day. I was that guy who literally on the last day made his decision for that vote. I wasn't like,
but that's when the elections were closer and people were actually thinking about things a little bit more logically based on issue versus emotion.
Yeah, not just orange man bad.
Right.
Oh, that's exactly Gen Z is. So tall. You're either this far right or you're this far left. There's literally no. Oh, I just touched the
No, it's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
There's like no middle ground. I feel like most people are either far right, just so far right, or so far left. It's just, oh my God.
So we live in a pretty conservative county. We don't live in Davidson. We live in Williamson County. And you go to a school that I'd say, if you're looking at demographics, 75% of the parents of those students in that school are probably voting for Trump.
Yeah.
Based on our demographics and based on our voting. At your school, do you notice, is there anything crazy? I mean, you see all these schools, different things, Black Lives Matter propaganda all over the place. Do you see any of this stuff in your school?
I mean, I did see a girl wearing a Biden shirt, but like, I feel like people at my school, and a couple people wear Trump shirts. I think I've seen one girl wear a Biden shirt, maybe. The first person I ever saw wear a Biden shirt, but that's irrelevant. But I don't think people really, honestly, in person, I feel like people literally don't talk about it that much. It's just on social media. Like, I don't hear about it at school a lot. I think people just save it for social media, which makes no sense.
Because because you're not seeing them.
Well,
because
I
you
also
don't back
think
it up.
they legally can't vote yet.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? Like their opinion, not to say it doesn't matter, but it doesn't matter. Like I guarantee it'll be a lot more prominent for you in college when, you have people developing their ideas outside of home for the first time ever.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So I'm in 5th grade. Kami, so they had a project. It was Hillary versus Trump. It was an amazing day in my life. And I don't talk really political. I mean, I'll say some stuff, but I'm not really like you see a lot of these kids walking around like Trump's evil. I'm like, name one Trump policy. It's like, you're 9. Shut up.
They're literally 9 though. That's the thing. Especially on like TikTok.
They're just repeating what their parents say, and their parents are douchebags for even, slamming this stuff down their kids' brains, right? So I remember.
That's why when you see CNN bringing on that 16-year-old.
Oh my God, that
expert
Thunberg or whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, Greta.
Like, come on.
Yeah, she's ridiculous. I'm not going to talk trash about a minor. But yeah, her parents need to be, but her parents are anarchists. They're part of the system. They're part of the problem. I'm not part of the problem. I'm part of the solution. At the end of the day, we give our kids access to information. We discuss things with them in a very nonpartisan way. And I explain them my opinions and why I reached that opinion. So Kami, who are you voting for? Hillary, and it's 5th grade, remember. Most papers are like, I'm voting for Hillary because she has pretty hair, and all this. But you're reading these things. Kami went beyond the lines. She was overflowing. And she wrote an entire essay about how she's voting for Trump, how she wants to abolish the IRS and end the Fed in 5th grade. And I'm looking I posted this on Instagram. People were like, this is amazing. Even people on the left were like, that's pretty well thought out, for a 5th grader. And it obviously wasn't my words because, I mean, I don't know if there's a solution to the Fed. I don't even know that. Like, obviously she got into some Ron Paul podcast or something, but it was absolutely amazing. I am for abolishing the IRS though, and flat taxing it or fair taxing it. But
Kami, it's past your bedtime. Let me finish this podcast.
Kami cannot be trusted with microphones. This is her 2nd time trying to break our microphones. We have an extra one in the box. We're good. So,
can you take these off, like?
Yeah, you can hold it if you want.
Let's leave it.
I know. It's good.
But let's just leave it on the table. Don't ruin it. Don't ruin the microphone.
No more punching the microphone, please.
Oh man, yeah, it's just a crazy. So you think Trump's going to win tonight?
I do.
Based on
just the fact that I think a lot of people vote for him or have voted or gonna vote for him, but they just don't talk about it. I feel like. So
you're talking about the red wave, the silent majority.
Yes. Like if you look at a Biden rally with like 10 golf carts, and then you look at at the Trump rallies, it's with like 200 boats. Like. So
it's all about the boats.
Yeah, those were kind of cool.
They are cool. We need to get a boat. Like that's our next expense. We need a company boat.
Company boat.
Yes.
Company boat for sure.
Outright boat.
Outright floating.
No, that's a good idea, actually. Wait.
So if you were voting in this election, Kami, as a 14-year-old who didn't live the life I lived as a kid, who's pretty much been a spoiled brat your whole life.
Oh.
Weren't the Franklin kids calling you guys like rich kids or daddy's money or something?
They were chanting. Their student section was chanting "daddy's money," but
well, their daddy should have fucking worked harder.
The median
their daddy's a lazy ass.
Do they
Democrat.
know that they literally live on the Franklin side of Brentwood? Like their median house.
We should be Franklin, actually. I think they petitioned to have this a Brentwood address. They could charge more. Okay. We are Franklin, basically. Like the Brentwood sign is past our development. I'm like, okay, you guys fudged this one for the taxes, right? Like.
I did notice that.
The only difference is their houses cost $100,000 less. Like, you guys have daddy's money, too. Don't act like it. And the sad thing is,
listen, I live in Franklin. Granted, I've only been here 16 days, but like driving around, Franklin's still really nice.
Yeah,
it's stupid nice.
You put Franklin in New York, those are multi-million-dollar houses.
Franklin, I think it's 1 and 2, like Brentwood, then Franklin, and safest cities and median income. Brentwood's the 3rd richest city in the country, and Franklin's number 10. It's like, okay, maybe the Brentwood daddy is making slightly more money, but like, dude, you can't. how are you going to diss people for being rich? Like, I'm going to talk about you because you have shitty shoes, you know, like you need to shut up. Like, how about you make fun of the people with generational wealth who didn't have to work for it? But like, dude, I'm freaking grimy. Like don't look, I will just laugh. I'm proud. It's like, dude, imagine if you're a dad and your kid gets made fun of for having money. That's fucking dope.
No. The sad thing is that most of the girls on my team actually do work, and they do actually, and then we beat them. So what all their students said on
work
the
ethic is
section,
taught.
Work ethic is taught, and yeah, I mean, or for me, work ethic was survival.
Yeah, it's either taught or survival, and if you don't get one of those, you're fucked.
So obviously we crush on our kids here. And Kami, I've heard her soccer team. Holy shit. These girls make us seem like we're nuns. Like, really? They were standing on the sideline. It was one of the first like tryouts or practices. And I was like, I got out of the car. It was a beautiful day. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to just stand. I'm not even going to listen. And I'm listening and it's like, fuck.
And we're good compared to all the other kids.
And I mean, I'm like, damn, this is a good team. I'm like, because I know they're going to know how to talk some shit. You know, like that's the thing. So Kami, cutting to the chase. You're 14 years old. We've gone over the fact that you're rich as fuck.
I don't have any money. I only have a little bit of money from babysitting.
She does work. Kami does have a job. She does have a job.
It was a part-time job over the summer.
Yeah. So, and you killed it, man. You didn't kill kids, but you killed it. You did a good job, and they liked you, and they're going to hire you again when they need you, and they're good people. Nobody got injured that bad. If you were 18 years old, who would you vote for today?
Trump.
Why would you vote for Trump? I need reasons. I need.
Go back to your 5th grade mindset. What is Trump telling you?
I don't want you to have like, I'm going to vote for Trump because he has boat parties. Oh. Like, why would you vote for Donald Trump?
I feel like he has a lot of the better stands on issues, and I feel like he's improved relations with other countries. Obviously, he kind of his relations with other countries were very poor, and Trump's improved a lot of those relations around the world. And also, if you go from the standpoint of immigration, if you look at it, a lot of people will say like, Trump's like what was it, the thing at the border,
xenophobic?
No.
The border
camps,
wall?
Yeah,
the borders,
Obama actually deported more people than Trump in his first 4 years in office.
Yeah, people don't like to talk about those stats.
Yeah, no.
A 14-year-old knows them, though. Okay, and so let's go to the economy. Okay, like, do you think Trump's better for the economy?
I do. I feel like a lot of people will use the argument that it's gone down this past year, but there was COVID, and then Trump's the one who wants to reopen the economy, and then they'll argue that Trump's made the economy worse, but they're the ones who want to keep the economy closed.
Man, there's too much logic here. And for the record, we've never really talked about this. Kami and I, when we train, Kami goes off about training and this and that. We're not talking politics. Like, that's just weird. These are all her own opinions, for the record. And her mom can back us up. And usually she doesn't talk to me because I'm not cool anymore.
What? No, I never said that.
Well, you just don't talk.
No, I'm literally home for an hour or two a day before I go to bed.
I'm impressed you put this much thought into it. So let's go to any other. What's another Trump Biden sticking point?
Taxes.
Taxes. I think taxes kind of taxes.
Just Republican versus left.
I think Trump is actually more. I mean, most Republicans are all about taxing, it seems. So you think on taxes? Why would you vote for Trump?
I mean, obviously, lower taxes. People are generally generous. So if we have lower taxes, then people will be more motivated to donate to not individual, like charities and stuff, and fund other things with their own money. And higher taxes, when you tax people more, like they won't have more money to spend in the economy. Okay,
here's another $15 minimum wage.
I haven't really thought about that one, to be honest.
That's good.
That's one of the issues. I'm still kind of iffy on. I mean, abortion. I've sided more pro-life with.
Okay.
After seeing what happens, I mean, these people are arguing you can kill a baby up to like the day it's born. Literally.
Yeah, it's insane, isn't it?
It's crazy. Like, if you look at it, like it can like function, like it can breathe. Can eat.
And also, if your mom and I believed in abortion, you wouldn't be standing here doing a podcast right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. So lockdowns. So you were affected by COVID. You had to move to a new neighborhood. You went to school for 2 months. Then all of a sudden, boom, it stops.
Yeah.
And then you get to start up. You have all these crazy things. You were quarantined. You didn't do anything wrong. You were wearing a mask at school, and someone in your little pod got COVID. So you were out of school for 5 days. So,
Yes.
COVID, do you think we should open up?
I do think that we have to open up at some point. I mean, if we, it will still be here for a long time, and their effects are very minimal. And people who are at risk should quarantine or, try to stay safe. If you believe that it will affect you in a very bad way, then just don't go out. But I think that we should open up because, obviously, the economy is suffering. And when are we going to open up? If not now, then when?
So you're saying it's more an issue of personal responsibility based on what you believe versus a government mandate.
Yeah, the government, you should have freedom to do what you want to do. If you don't want to go do it, you don't have to go do it. And they should have the right to be able to do that.
Makes sense to me.
If you want to go out, then you should be able to go out.
And if you're afraid of the virus, you should stay in your house.
Yes, or wear a mask, which some people, you have the right to do that. They just shouldn't mandate it.
Wow, this is so much freedom. Too much freedom. I think she's making Kurt look like a liberal.
That's hard to do.
So, so I agree with you on all these issues, and the funny thing is, I would probably lie if I had to, but I don't have to. We haven't really discussed a lot of these things.
Maybe in a year.
Yeah, I mean, she's been busy. She's been winning state titles. So
you get a ring for that.
Yes, we do. That's one of the things
So
that
cool.
we flex. They'll literally show up to every game with their rings. It was incredible for the seniors this year to win it back to back. They'll have 2 rings. They would go around to every game. They'd show up with their
I'd get them
rings on.
sized from my middle fingers.
Pinky.
Your middle finger. Mom told me that.
No. I think you put on your right ring finger, if I'm not mistaken, a class ring.
Yeah.
Don't listen to Mom. She's never won anything.
Wait, is this your ring finger?
Yes, so right hand ring finger.
Oh, this one's your ring finger.
It's this one, not this one.
Oh.
For those of you listening to the podcast.
Do you remember when I hurt this finger and I had to wear a bright pink cast on my middle finger?
Yeah, that was pretty dope.
But then the Mark Pro got that thing healed in 2 days. So
yeah, the Mark Pro, markpro.com, coupon code Lobliner. Cami literally was supposed to be out for 4 weeks. And Mark Pro had her back in 3 days. She played in the tournament after.
As goalie. Because my goalie, that's the season my goalkeeper got injured, so I had to play backup. Well, full-time keeper that whole season. Full-time keeper,
and you had and you gave up 2 goals the whole year, both on PKs. You have a clean sheet. You're undefeated. And last year, her keeper went down on her ECNL team. She stepped in for 1 game. They're on a 4-game lose streak, giving up 4 goals a game. Blanks the other team. Her team wins their first game in 5 games, 2-0. And somehow she doesn't want to play keeper.
And that was the best. That was one of the better teams in our bracket.
Yeah, Cami's I like her at keeper, but her keeper not for high school. Her keepers are way better than her. Those keepers are ridiculous.
Oh, they're insane. They're
so good.
Her keeper just won her state title.
Yeah, the backup keeper.
No, Lexi's 5'11". Do you really think I'm the second shortest on my team? I cannot compete with that.
You're a freshman. The 2 shortest girls are the freshmen.
Me and Dibble.
Yeah, you and Dibble. So what's next for you, Cami? What are your plans for the next little
season?
ECNL moving on next year.
I mean, I'm really just hoping to have a really good ECNL season. I mean, obviously college recruiting starts soon. I want to start getting that rolling and maybe talking to some colleges because obviously that's very important to me. I might be looking to play center back this year because one of our center backs left. So I could possibly get that spot as center back and then play center back or whatever. I don't know how it's going to go, but I'm just happy to have a full season with my ECNL team because we practically really didn't even have a full season. I only played in a couple of games because it got canceled. I remember it getting canceled right before we played a New York team and a Pennsylvania team. And we probably would have played if it was an Ohio team, but New York shut down first.
Yeah, they did.
So that's when it started.
And then they started killing all the Jews.
I don't know if we're at that point yet. They're just wrangling them.
They're just rounding them up.
Yeah, they're just rounding them up.
Yeah, they're setting up the gas showers and the ovens. Yeah, I got it.
I used to do a project on Israel.
How'd it go?
It was 7 pages. I submitted it at 11:52, 8 minutes before it was due.
That's how you do it. Up to the last. You gotta close it in the last minute, man. You gotta close it in. So, anything you want to talk about, Cami? Anything on your mind?
Oh, yeah. Okay, wait.
Anything you want to promote? Anything? Matt, you got anything, bro?
Yeah. Let him have his.
I got nothing. We covered everything.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
So anyway, That's my daughter, Kami. We'll have her. You know what? We have some topics, man. We'll come and have her on and get her opinion, because it's interesting to have a 14-year-old girl's opinion. What's funny is I'm on Twitter, I'm on the Facebooks, and I'm on all this. And what's really crazy, and this is not because she's my daughter, is that a 14-year-old makes more sense than most freaking adults. That's what's really nuts about this, you know? That's what's really crazy. Now, Kami, didn't you say, hold on. Didn't you say that a couple of your old friends from Illinois were like going COVID crazy? Can you explain that?
Yeah, so basically, since homecoming was canceled this year, I think at most schools, like we didn't have homecoming here in Tennessee, they didn't have it in Illinois. Some people were throwing fake homecomings, which are FOCOs, abbreviated.
FOCOs.
FOCO.
Okay.
FOCO.
We got an Urban Dictionary that one,
I
Matt.
know.
Okay, so we had some FOCOs.
Yeah, and a lot of the people throwing these actually are more like leftist people. Like,
so they're liberals.
Yeah, a lot of people who threw them, and
they have pink hair and Biden shirts.
They're not that left.
And a nose piercing.
And definitely a nose piercing.
So,
how old are these FOCOs?
FOCOs?
How old are the people going to the FOCOs?
Well,
like
in
17?
my grade.
So they're 14.
Yes, a lot of these.
So they're 14-year-old liberal FOCOs.
There was maybe 3 groups of people who threw them, and a lot of the people in these groups were my friends from Illinois. And so basically, they threw their stuff. They threw their parties.
They're FOCOs. Get it right.
They threw their parties.
Be consistent, damn it.
They threw their parties and they posted some stuff on social media. They posted Instagram photos, and then there's a couple liberal people, really liberal people who probably were just mad they weren't invited. Were like, "Where's the mask? Where's the masks? There's a pandemic going on." And it turned into a huge debate, on these people's IGs and on TikToks and whatever.
But that's what you see with these stupid famous TikTokers throwing these parties in California. They're all liberal as all hell. And then they're the ones getting busted throwing 10,000 person mansion parties.
Dude, we've had more so yesterday when Kami was too busy winning the game. But I told this story in our podcast this morning, Matt. It's our live. It was really funny. So COVID went away after the game.
We were all kissing the state flag.
Everybody
hugging, crying.
Everybody in the stands. It was like you're in church. Hey, hug the person next to you. Everybody's hugging. I run to your coach's dad. I stood by him every damn game and talk shit. He's amazing. He's a good dude, and he's old. He's 70. You know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, we got to hug. And he's like, and we just went. We hugged, and it's and I hugged his wife, and everybody's hugging, and I'm like, we just had a super spreader event. But you know what? That's the thing, is that we can't go as a society not touching, not hugging. Humans need to smile at each other.
Dehumanizing.
Humans need. I'd rather die of COVID than live a cold life without human touch, without human smile, without human interaction. I'm not playing this game. I'm not going to have my kids stay home and not play with their friends. I'm not going to have my daughter play Connecticut rules soccer, where these politicians have it where they can't slide tackle, can't header, and can't even take corner kicks. That is inhumane. That is child abuse. And there is no virus worth giving that up for. I don't care if it's Ebola. 2 million people a year die of malaria.
Yeah.
Malaria. Why didn't we shut down for malaria? This is bullshit. Hopefully after the political stuff.
And the flu doesn't exist, guys. It's not.
98% decrease in flu cases. This is why yesterday was amazing, because we were human. We sat in the stands together. We took off our masks and we celebrated and we hugged, and we didn't give a damn about this stupid cold called COVID. Does it affect some people bad? Yes. Does it kill older people or people with comorbidities? Yes. Is it worth shutting down and taking 5 years off of life for? I'd rather die tomorrow.
I'd rather die happy than living a life where I feel like for kids, it's to wear a mask. For kids Preston's age, they're 7 years old. They're in second grade.
Yeah.
To wear a mask all day, that has to be messing with their head. To be told constantly, put on your mask. It's just challenging for those kids, and it might affect their mental state.
Oh, it's horrible. It's a horrible thing.
The amount of depression, drug use, and all that going up because of this is just,
Suicides?
It's not worth. Yeah, it's just not worth.
I used to just have depression and drug use for fun. Now it's forced upon me. I refuse to not have the choice to be depressed and use drugs.
I mean, obviously, a lot of people are affected differently. Like, I live in a household where we don't have that many arguments. We don't have, like, there's no abuse going on in this house that I know of. But
that I know of.
But, they hit me, Kami.
Oh, shit. All right.
A lot of people don't have that kind of, like, stability in their household. There's not a lot of, they didn't have stable jobs during this quarantine because they couldn't go to work. Places were shutting down. They couldn't get out of the house. And that obviously led to an increase in divorces and spousal abuse. Okay, that's a word. Okay, I got it down.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
We're good.
Yeah.
Well, that was an awesome way to end it. Listen, Kami, we'll have you back on here every time there's a day off of school.
Okay.
And I congratulate you from everybody on my Instagram, on my Twitter, on my Facebook. Everybody from the stands yesterday, everybody in the world, congratulations on one of many state titles. You have 3 more years to win it.
Yes, and I feel like we can. There's a great group of underclassmen.
Yeah, you got 4 solid freshmen who played varsity this year. That's freaking amazing. And today starts a new era. You're on your ECNL team. Today you get to go play with your teammates you haven't seen in months. Also teammates you just beat in state. But nonetheless, we're not going to say that. That'd be mean.
Carolina and Georgia.
Really? Okay.
We don't call people out on this podcast.
No, they're look. At the end of the day, your main team is Tennessee Soccer Club.
Yeah.
That's your team. That's your squad.
Yeah.
You guys might break off to represent your hood in your high school, but those are the girls you're traveling with. Those are the girls you're basically living with.
Yeah.
And we know that. And dude, I saw Caroline's dad yesterday in the stands, and he's like, man, I can't wait till we can wear the same shirt again. He's like, I miss the team. Because when we were in Houston, I actually hung out with him most of the time. Yeah. We had a lot in common, and being rich old white guys. So, I mean, there's a lot in common. No, I'm just kidding. He lives on the Franklin side. We don't talk to them. We don't cross those tracks.
Right.
For those just tuning in, that was because there was a joke earlier. But no, they're all good people. And the best movie ever made in Tennessee. So if you are a conservative who likes guns, who likes freedom, who likes lower taxes, and you want to come here and not vote the way you voted in your other state, like Matt, we had to make sure he was going to vote correctly when he moved to Tennessee.
He wouldn't be living in our house.
Tennessee.
I don't live in this house.
Doesn't live in this house.
Well, every time I walk in from school, you're right there.
Well, we have the office in here. It's a big house.
I work here.
So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. You can follow Cam. Where can they follow you, Kami?
At Kami Lobliner on Instagram.
Yeah, we'll link it down below. And she has a YouTube channel, Kami Lobliner. A lot of her big lifts and big plays and stuff are on there. I handle it myself. We got little banners and stuff. We're definitely misappropriation of company time, but that's okay. And we really appreciate it. So again, we are the GainzCast. We will have a lot of cool stuff on here, including Kami and just a broad range.
You should get Thomas on here one day.
Nah, we'll see. We'll see. You have to
win
state. You have to win state before you come on the.
There has
podcast.
to be some sort of accomplishment before,
before
you're invited.
Yeah,
here.
we can't just bring you on because you have the last name. All right, man. This ain't the Biden family. All right, guys. So thanks so much for watching GainzCast. See you later.